I haven't even watched this video yet, but I'm going to give it 1 thumbs down. Next on That's Not My God. Thanks for joining me for another That's Not My God. So when Arcade of Fire, they blew up on the scene, winning awards quite a few years ago, and people were like, who is this group? They're kind of different, they're kind of cool. Not sure if I like them, not sure if I hate them. But it was interesting because their first album, they went in with, I think it was close to 100 songs that they wanted and had to choose from for their first album. And they put it out, and it was met with huge complaints, but also a lot of likes as well. So they had to narrow this down, and they ultimately won the Grammy and all that stuff, and really did quite well. And then all of the complaints continued. It started in magazines, it started on social networking, YouTube, all of this stuff. And for every 1,000 good things people had to say, there was always that one person or two people that had something to say about it. You know, in Luke it says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Now, you got to start wondering a little bit about people these days. I have no doubt that even now, halfway through my podcast, someone gave this podcast a thumbs down. If I look at the history of the sanctuary teachings, there's always 1 thumbs down, maybe 2. And you start wondering, where is this coming from? I understand if you put yourself out there in a blog or music or any kind of artistic expression, you're going to get critics. But you have to wonder what is going on in a person's life that for all of the good comments they get, there's that one person who says, I am going to weigh in and give it a negative comment. Now, the beauty of YouTube for people like this is you can give it a thumbs down and nobody knows who did it, and you don't have to comment. Now I'm a pastor, and I've been a pastor for 20 years, and I've learned that when you get a letter or an email that is not addressed or from a fake email, which is easy to do these days, you ignore it. I've gotten letters in the mail that have no return address on it, no signature, and it blasts me to pieces. On YouTube, the YouTube podcasters can pour their heart all week into making this 1 5-minute podcast, and without even being up for more than a couple minutes, there's a thumbs down. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. What is a person dealing with that has to feel like they have to get that 1 thumb down in there or not comment at all? You see, as Christians, we're to build each other up. So if you disagree, that's a good thing. That can be all right, okay? It's all right. The world has made an industry of this. We have Yelp, we have Priceline, we have Better Business Bureau in the United States. We have all of these sites where you can weigh in and give your thoughts on your hotel stay, your flight, your meal, and we've made a career out of judging music. We made a career out of judging videos, all of this stuff. And, well, I guess it's okay to disagree, but offer some advice. Offer some way that we can make it better. Because, you know what, if we run through life grumbling and complaining, it's no wonder people look at Christians and say, they stink. I have no desire to become a Christian. All they do is gripe, complain, and are negative. So go ahead and give a thumbs down, but then offer some advice. I promise you, at least within this group, if it's done civil way, and civil is the key. I've youth pastored for 9 years, and oftentimes parents would start arguing to me about the old argument of Christian rock music. I don't even know that's a thing anymore where people argue about that. But as soon as the parents would start raising their voices and getting belligerent about these things, I would tell them, conversation over. We cannot have an intelligent conversation if we're going to sit there and blast people. And here's what usually happens in Christian circles. Someone will blast you. The person getting blasted will try to rationalize and come back with a civil argument back at them. And then the person will say, well, you're fat, or something like that. I know that sounds crazy, but they resort to personal attacks. And you know what? That's not helpful. So give constructive criticism. I promise you the group of podcasters that Sanctuary has will welcome it. In any group that we're a part of, even if you're a part of a church, constructive criticism is okay. We grow from that. We're on the same team. We're not trying to fight against each other. But out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. What message are you sending out of your heart? Thanks for watching.